Welcome to Kleptomancer. Today we're going to discuss the magic of compound interest. Once upon a time, there were two wizards with very different approaches to wealth. The first, Marlon the Mage, was a meticulous saver. Every single month, he tucked away 200 gold coins in a heavy, sturdy chest high in his tower. It was safe. It was solid. It was utterly predictable. The second wizard, Kleptomancer, wasn't as fortunate. He could only spare 100 gold coins a month, half as much as Marlon. But Kleptomancer knew a secret, a powerful spell that Marlon the Mage had dismissed as myth, the spell of compound interest. Marlon the Mage scoffed at the idea. Foolishness. The spell could fail. You could lose all of your coins. Kleptomancer understood the risks of enchanting his chest of coins. He accepted them, and with a confident nod, he proceeded to cast the spell. 5 years passed. Marlon's chest was tidy and reassuring. He had 12,000 gold coins stacked neatly inside, 200 at a time. Kleptomancer's chest looked modest by comparison, holding only about 6,900 gold coins. Marlon the Mage chuckled heartily. See? Twice the savings, twice the wealth. Stick to what's safe, friend. Kleptomancer only offered a knowing smile. He was determined to keep contributing to his enchanted chest. Marlon had diligently reached 24,000 coins, the same steady, predictable pace. Meanwhile, Kleptomancer's chest had begun to hum with a quiet, growing power. His 100 monthly coins, combined with the enchanted growth, brought him to about 16,500 gold coins. It was still less than Marlon's total, but the gap was shrinking noticeably. The magic was definitely working. At 15 years, Marlon's total reached a predictable 36,000 coins. Kleptomancer's chest, however, was now shimmering. It held 30,000 coins. The air around it sparked faintly, and he could actually see new coins starting to form in front of his very eyes. Marlon the Mage frowned for the first time. He could sense the curve starting to bend, though he still refused to believe in the spell's power. 20 years had gone by. Marlon, 48,000 coins. Kleptomancer, 49,000 coins. For the very first time, the wizard who had saved less was now richer. Marlon stared at the numbers, his certainty completely cracking. How? How is this possible? You saved half as much as me. Kleptomancer simply smiled softly. Yes, my friend, but time has doubled my effort for me. Another 5 years passed. Marlon had reached a total of 60,000 coins, but Kleptomancer's fortune had surged ahead to a magnificent 76,000 coins. The chest in Marlon's tower was heavy, but it no longer inspired pride. Now, it only caused confusion. Kleptomancer's enchanted chest, meanwhile, glowed like liquid sunlight. Each coin seemed to whisper to the next, "Keep growing." 30 years since their first coins were saved. Marlon had done everything he thought was right. He'd saved faithfully. 200 coins a month, 30 years straight, for a total of 72,000 coins. Kleptomancer had saved only half that amount, but his magic had worked tirelessly over 3 decades. His vault now held a staggering 113,000 coins. That was over 50% more than Marlon's entire lifetime of savings. Marlon dropped a coin, staring at the glowing pile before him. Tell me, Kleptomancer, how could less become more? Patience and the willingness to take a risk, my friend, replied Kleptomancer. Marlon wasn't foolish, he was cautious, a virtue in its own right. But he had misunderstood the oldest rule of all. Magic takes time to mature. Kleptomancer didn't need more coins to start, he simply needed more years to let the spell work. The secret to his fortune wasn't vast initial wealth, it was patience combined with compound growth. So what happened? Kleptomancer took advantage of time plus compounding, and by doing so created something much larger out of something smaller. So now we can see the final totals for Marlon the Mage and for Kleptomancer. And in this situation, Kleptomancer is about the equivalent of investing $100 a month into an asset that grows at 7% annually. contrasting versus Marlon the Mage, who merely put $200 a month into his bank account at a 0% yield. This is the power and the magic of compound interest. So what are our takeaways from the Tale of Two Wizards? Number 1, risk is not always a bad thing. Number 2, time plus compounding interest plus consistent contributions can lead to great things. Number 3, things that may appear safe now, over the long term, can actually be riskier than something that appears risky at the moment. Good thing to think about is how Marlon ended up in a worse position than Kleptomancer due to his risk aversion. Because he did the safe route, in the future he ended up in a worse position than Kleptomancer. Number 4, conviction behind your plan is essential so that you do not feel the need to edit your strategy. Even when Kleptomancer's strategy was challenged by Marlon, he stuck to his plan. Thank you for watching Kleptomancer. Please, if you liked the video, remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I would really appreciate it. Have a good one.